So in this recording, I wanted to talk about some of the more unusual things that I've seen. And I didn't post everything that I've seen because I wasn't really sure what I was seeing, and I wasn't really sure that the gang stalkers were responsible for what I saw. So but I recorded it because I record anything that looks unusual. I've gotten into the habit of recording anything that could possibly be unusual. So when I did the recordings, the gang stalking operation was it was full on. So, I mean, if I saw anything that could be unusual, I recorded it. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I've actually taken a look at some of the people who have subscribed to my their channel, and I noticed that they have similar videos. So stuff you would see objects in the sky. I actually recorded the orb video, but I wanted to talk about the weird stuff that I've seen, and some of it I recorded. So first, let me just start by saying that I see all sorts of weird shit in the sky. I actually talked about the flare shit that I saw maybe 2 years ago. The gang stalkers were shooting fucking flares in the air. Dude, I'm not kidding when I say that. I would fucking turn around for 2 fucking seconds and look right at the sky. You know how when it's dark you can kind of see what's going on in the sky, and it wouldn't even really be a flare. It would be a little streak of fucking, it would look almost like a flare, but it would be a little streak, and then it would fizz out. I would see that shit. The last time I saw that shit was fucking 2 weeks ago. I'm not even bullshitting. Okay, I would see that. I've seen fucking what looks like a fucking UFO, and what it would look like. And one of you, I actually saw your video and I commented on it. All right, I commented on your video because I've seen it. But see, the weird part, I wasn't sure what the fuck if it was actually UFO, because it wasn't even fucking moving. It just looked like it was a really unusual looking star. So, well, it could have been a star, it could have been a UFO. I mean, but even if it was a UFO, with all this shit going on, do you really think that they couldn't, we don't know what the fuck the gang stalkers could or couldn't do. Okay, so I understand if you look in the sky and you see something weird up there, you're gonna be like aliens. But think about it. The fucking gang stalkers could be behind that shit. I mean, it was just like the fucking orbs. All right, look. In that orb video, this shit was following my ass as I was fucking walking down the fucking street. It was popping up all over the fucking place, okay? The gang stalkers fuck with, they do shit like that. I'm just saying, if you look in the sky and you think you see a UFO, it might be a UFO, it could be the fucking holographic projector. We don't know what we're fucking seeing is the point. But of course I recorded it. I mean, you can take a look at it. I don't know what that shit was, and I don't know if it's the fucking gang stalkers. The gang stalkers will do anything to fuck with you, man. They just do so much shit that you just don't know what's what when it comes to you don't know what's what. It could be a gang stalker, it could be a fucking demon, it could be fucking anything. So the only thing we know is that it's something that we don't know what the fuck it is. It could be fucking anything. It could be gang stalkers, demons, aliens, fucking any fucking thing. I mean, the point is that when I watch, the videos that you guys post, I've experienced everything, even that airplane. What I was thinking about doing is recording the shit that you guys record, so that people who look at your channel will know that that shit is actually gang stalking related, because I actually see that shit too. The airplane, I see that fucking airplane. All right, so I was taking a look at one of the newer subscribers' channel. I was taking a look at your fucking channel, one of my newer subscribers, and every fucking thing that was in your shit, I've experienced it. That fucking airplane, it'll be like a Cessna, like a single engine Cessna. And it'll just fucking circle your ass, man. That shit happens all of the fucking time. like it'll be like I think it's a single engine Cessna, and it'll just continuously go circle around your ass. That shit used to happen so much that I just don't even pay it any fucking mind. I was actually thinking that maybe I should record it because I know it's connected to the gang stalking. It definitely is connected. All right, the UFO videos, yeah, I've seen a UFO. I've seen a couple of them. Now, the thing is, and I want to be clear about this, just because it's a UAV, not a UAV, but it's an unidentified aerial vehicle. Yeah, UAV. It's a UAV, meaning that it's just some shit in the sky. We don't know what the fuck it is. It could be a fucking demonic entity. It could be fucking any fucking thing. It really could be. It really could be. Like, I don't like to say something is something unless I know that's what it actually is. Just like with those orbs. I mean, I'm pretty sure the gang stalkers were doing that shit. And they probably had like a projector or something. I mean, I don't know. Like, the gang stalkers will do anything to fuck with you. That's the only thing we know. So if something weird happens, we should assume that it's them. It's the whole point. Because they are just always doing shit. That's why I was like, dude, if any fucking thing happens, I'm just going to assume that it's those fucking stalkers, man. Because the stalkers do so much shit that you could just assume it's them. That's why even with those videos, I didn't even post all the videos, but I was thinking I might post the UFO videos simply because I noticed that one of you guys posted it, and there's obviously a connection. So I see all sorts of shit. All sorts of shit happens, and I kind of feel like the gang stalkers are probably behind at least 98% of all that shit. The gang stalkers will do anything to fuck with you. That's the whole point. Like, I get the fact that people see shit and they don't know what it is. Well, first guess is the fucking gang stalkers. The fucking gang stalkers. Just like with those orbs. All right. Now, you might have to skim through all my videos, but those orb videos, I was like right on this fucking road. Okay, I was down that way, and the fucking orb followed me all the way from the road way down this way, all the way to where I'm at now. Right where I'm at now. All the way down this fucking road. The orbs just kept appearing while I went down the road. So if the gang stalkers can do that, then we can assume that they could at least make something look sort of UFO-ish. The thing is, with the videos, the thing never moved, and it really could have been fucking anything. Now, I recorded it simply because it was unusual, and I record everything that's unusual. That's why I recorded it. But I was like, well, maybe it's a star that's really bright, it's not really moving. It looked unusual because, it just like it had a weird glow to it. That's why I recorded it. It did look weird. And it seemed like the light spectrum was shifting or something. But I'm not I don't know shit about astrology. I'm not a fucking astrophysicist. I don't know what the fuck that shit's supposed to look like. I mean, shit. So I was like, well, fuck it. I don't know. The shit could be the fucking gang stalkers, because the gang stalkers will do fucking anything to fuck with you. The gang stalkers have done all sorts of shit to fuck with me. Let me tell you about some of the more extreme things that the gang stalkers have done. I'm not even fucking kidding you. I'm not kidding you. I was walking down a fucking road very similar to this one. While I was walking down the road, there was a wooded area. Now it was actually the main road in this area, the main road. It's the road that basically takes you from the more suburban part of the fucking area, like in the county, into the inner city. And it's basically the road that goes through this whole entire fucking area. Okay, like the major road in this area. I was fucking walking down the road, and I passed through a wooded area. While I was passing through this fucking area, there was a huge explosion, and the branches of a tree just started fucking collapsing, dude. It's kind of funny when I think back on it. Some of the shit that I've seen is actually kind of funny, but picture this. Okay, so you see this wooded area right over here. Now, I couldn't record it. It happened within like a couple of seconds. I didn't expect it to happen. But I was walking by the wooded area. While I was walking by, it was like boom. in a fucking, like, it was like someone had some C4 strapped to a fucking tree branch, and it just blew that shit the fuck up. Like, I looked, I just hear like, boom, it was like, I just heard these fucking branches and shit collapse. I was, what the fuck was that? Like, you saw, it was like the branches had just exploded. And you could just see all this shit collapsing. This was on a perfectly still, sunny spring fucking day. Like, this shit, there was no wind or nothing, no wind to just have explosion and branches and shit fall. So what that means is that the fucking gang stalkers C4'd a fucking tree. Actually strapped some fucking C4 or explosive to a fucking tree with a fucking detonator and waited for me to walk by that shit, and then blew the fucking tree the fuck up as soon as I walked by. Now, if that tells you how far the fucking gang stalkers will go to fuck with you, dude. They C4'd a fucking tree while I was walking by, okay? These motherfuckers will do, they're into some shit, dude. There is like nothing they won't fucking do. Look how crazy, these people are so fucking crazy, man, that I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with them. Like, I look at them like, you people are so fucking crazy that I just don't even know what to do with them. Like, I don't know whether to pity them. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them. Like, this place is so crazy that the president needs to be, I don't know, we should arrest him or something. Like, how the fuck is he allowing this to happen? Look what the fuck is going on. Like, that's why everybody hates the president. They're looking at these fucking people like, what kind of fucking country are you running here? All right, the gang stalkers C4 the tree. I've seen a bolt of lightning. Look, I've seen, like, it was a perfectly clear day, and it looked like a bolt of lightning or some shit just shot out of the fucking sky, and it was like a couple of gang stalkers were just like, you know, they were just like fucking standing or sitting in their cars, and a fucking bolt of lightning or some crazy looking shit just fucking struck a building. Dude, I've seen all sorts of crazy shit. Okay, the gang stalkers, you look at these gang stalkers, man. Look at them. You see that motherfucker? That we don't know what's wrong with him. We don't know what's going on. You know, he's doing shit like that. I'm telling you, like, these these gang stalkers, don't never turn your back on them. We don't know what is going on with these people, man. Like, they do so much shit. They do so much shit. Like, I was fucking looking at that shit like, what the fuck did I just see? The gang stalkers, man, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They do so much shit, though. So the UFOs and shit, dude, that's nothing. That is nothing. Okay, like, the gang stalkers, they've done all sorts of shit. I mean, it's either the gang stalker, what the fuck else could have done it? Like, I'm just saying. You know, you see shit and you're just like, what the fuck was that? You can't explain it. You saw it, you can't explain it. But the gang stalkers are always in the picture. They're always there. Always. You always see them. That's why the funniest shit I've seen is definitely the damn tree. Like, I will never forget that shit, dude. Like, I was walking by and I just heard like, it wasn't even really an explosion. It was just like something, there was like a loud noise. And I just saw branches and shit fall. And it was like right when I was walking by. Like, I can't describe it. You would have had to have been there in order to know what it was. I have seen all sorts of crazy fucking shit. If the only thing you've seen is a fucking UFO, then you're kind of, I don't know, I guess you're lucky. Because the shit that I've seen, like, that's why when the more bizarre shit will happen so fast that you don't have time to record it, and it'll be sudden, so you can't really record that shit. You know, like if something explodes, you can't record that. Like, you know, you don't have time to record it. It happens within like 2 to 3 seconds. By the time you got your phone out and started recording, it's already passed. Okay, the flare thing. So the flare. All right, I call it a flare because it's like it looks like a flare and it fizzles out, and it'll usually only last 2 to 3 seconds, so I can't record it. That'll happen pretty fucking regularly. Like, I'll just be walking and, you know, whoop, little flare across the sky. And it fizzles out like right when you notice it. That's all the fucking time. That's all the time. That happens once a month. All right, at least. Now, I mean, of course, there could be some sort of supernatural explanation. I mean, it could be God. It could be fucking anything. I don't know. But the point is that we as TI see a lot of shit. And I'm pretty sure the gang stalkers are behind most of that shit because they like to fuck with us. With that said, let me go ahead and close.